good. I was really hoping that we would be able to go ahead and look at that. Fantastic job, cave biologist Tickle Tipson. We definitely needed to dive in and open up the counterintelligence labs, where hopefully we will be able to go ahead and maybe discover a new workshop project for a robot that apparently will be able to go ahead and control the other robots that are going haywire. Because, as I said that out loud, realizing that we're going to be fighting robots with robots, actually, maybe this isn't the best idea, but it's the idea we have at the moment. It's the possibility we have at the moment. This experimental department was opened in a hurry to neutralize issues with Bungle's intelligence software. Huh. You know, upon reflection, maybe after getting lost in the lab labyrinth under our feet and under the sandy oasis, well, the sandy mutant pair electrified oasis of our Eureka Science Facility, or are we calling it the Eureka Science Facility? Or do we have I think we have the Eureka Space Station. So I wonder if we should call the science facility something else, because I don't know if, the Eureka name from our Sims 2 adventures that brought about all of the adventures we have in our Pixel Biology community, I don't know if they want to be associated with this. For lots of legal reasons. And also for the reasons of, good morals, since we have been slowly but steadily slipping towards a more villainous arc lately. I'm a little worried, kind of want to do a little bit of a checkup. But not only, and now we have the medical labs to open. That's fine. Yep, finding the medical labs are totally a normal thing to expect when I was just talking about not going to the evil, dark, science villainous side of the moon. And there's also apparently the memory labs, where once Bungletech managed to successfully give their robots memories, they thought, why not people too? Combining human and digital memory is an enticing, potentially catastrophic proposition. And if we have a tour with 4 classic contraptions with a rating of over 3.0, we can unlock that area. Oh boy. And then there's the lower antique archives. It's the first rule of burying one's treasure to put the best stuff at the bottom. Bungle did just that with their second of 2 vaults filled with scientific antiques. Okay. And then we have the charge labs, which needs to be for janitor pay satisfaction. Bungletech had prepared for a major commercial rollout of their robots, even prototyping huge charging stations they hope would be opened across the 2-Point County. Sadly, even a single station would have caused a historic surge and mass power outages. Okay, and if we get janitor pay satisfaction above 80%, then we can see what's going on in there. Okay, right. Let's go ahead and we'll just casually step in and start with apparently diving into the counterintelligence labs with a journal that I hope will record what will not be the last of these potential discoveries. I wonder if I should send our serious scientist Raya, so that maybe we can kind of wiggle along pretty quickly to see if that very important security robot thing could be found sooner than later. So let's send serious scientist Raya and secret security Mao off with a journal to hopefully not get lost, and off with our most sincere hopes that they will be able to bring back some of the security guards that we need to kind of take care of all of these things. Hey, and speaking of taking care of all of these things, Cave Carrot, Botanist Carrot, and Beachwatcher Goosebucket brought back a little treasure they found along the beach, as well as pristine Pika Lily pads that we can go ahead and add to our steadily increasing eyeball bush population that we have here in what might end up becoming a little spa that we'll definitely be changing up and doing a lot more with in the near future. Oh, look at that, and the DNA designer level 2 is done. That's fine, because we do want to We're building the spa to encourage people to come and maybe change said DNA, become an entirely new person. So that does track with what we're looking to do. Oh, and we probably need to get a few more info stands. I probably need to have a botanist that will stay down here. But while we're working on all of that, let's keep our workshop a little bit busy by having them, if we were gonna have the spa, I was thinking Relic River would be kind of fun for the spa, so that you could say you're doing like a mud bath sort of situation. Also, I guess the photosyntheser is sort of like a tanning station in a way. And then I guess the seahorse racer could technically be like a massage machine or something? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about that. But let's see, we do have the spa point 3. We have the beautification beam level 3. We've also got, you know, the DNA designer. And we have no money. So it's a good thing that our wonderful little fish happen to be breeding up a storm. I'm so proud of our nigiri fish. They just keep having more and more babies, which is exactly what we were hoping for. So let's actually come on in. We'll have a couple of them go ahead and be sent out into the wilds. Let's see, buzz bonus. Oh, Hate's fresh food dispenser. What a cute little nigiri fish. Here, little friend. We're actually going to take a sample of its DNA before obviously releasing it kindly and safely to the wilds, cough cough, so that we can see if maybe we'll get a nice perk from it that we'll be able to apply to our whole crew that we've, oh wait, if we're about to come back with the workshop blueprints, I want to wait. There they are! They didn't even mention that they returned. I wonder if that's because they discovered something mysterious in the counterintelligence labs. There it is. The second generation of Bungle robots are resistant to haywire. These robots can fight most issues facing today's museums. If we can have automated donation collection, that would actually be very exciting. I am very much a fan of that. Let's see. And then I guess we do have our janitors that don't need paid with the robots, but then we can turn all of our janitors into mechanics. All right. Let's pull in Serious Scientist Raya and Secret Security Mau, and we're gonna send them back down to do another speedy expedition to see if they can bring in some perks that might help those robots. And oh, I probably should have kept the little nigiri fish so that it could help us bring in some more money. How's the zapper population? You know, those zappers don't really breed as quickly as I was hoping, but that's okay. They're probably like a fish out of water being here in the desert oasis. Understandable under the circumstances. And there we are! The Robo Security Guard, the second generation of Bungle robots. Oh, all right. We'll go ahead. We'll get that one up and going. And then we'll also pop over and we will send, can we send the robot janitors? Interestingly enough, we can't send the robot janitors to go ahead and tackle this, but we can send some of our other janitors and Globetrotter with Clone Honeymint too. I know it's not a lot, but I hope that maybe you can enjoy diving into the ore quarry and bringing us back some of the metals that we're going to need if we're going to be building more things. Okay, I'm actually starting to feel a little more optimistic about things. And also, people are really hungry and they would really like to have more food. We have the Morselman machines. Oh, and we're gonna definitely need a bathroom. Oh dear, okay. Where is one of my staff members who happens to have the ability to put out fires, please? Oh my gosh, I think I just stopped you from putting out the fire. No, my beautification machine. Okay, we're gonna have to rebuild the beautification machine because I think I stopped Firefighter Vercampia just as they were getting ready to go ahead and be able to handle keeping that from, you know, blowing up. Well, my bad. Also, Clone Honeymint, you just brought back some of the metals that we need to build said beautification machine. It's not a good thing when your spa kind of blows up before you can actually take care of it, I think. it does display some concerning issues that you might be facing. Also, there we go. Thank goodness we at least had, oh, and there we go. Wow, I guess the counterintelligence labs, they're being really quiet about having visited there. Chrome cover, increase environment of nearby guests for the robots that they discover there. Okay, I think we're in the clear. There we go. Phew! With robo security guards, static sludge, and haywire staff shouldn't be such a problem, but that doesn't solve the hostile bungle mainframe. While I try and come up with a plan, hopefully a genius one, there's a fire. You should get a fresh grip on the museum. Oh, you don't say. Between the Oasis, the sludge, the robots, the fires, there are more than a few disasters that need averting. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, I'm noticing that. Do I have my firefighter janitor? Tinkerer tyrant? I could really, oh my gosh. Please, somebody, put it out. Firefighter Erica, thank you. No, wait, why is it on fire again? No. Firefighter Erica, no. You literally were just taking a break right just then. I think we need to designate our firefighters to be in specific spots, because it appears if they're not, then one firefighter, like Firefighter Vercampia, for instance, might be like, oh, cool, you've got it, Firefighter Erica, even though you're way over on the other side of the entire facility. Awesome, I'll just leave that to you. Oh boy, we're definitely going to want to take care of not having that happen, and we definitely need, oh, my money is gone again. Well, the good news is that we're going to be able to hopefully turn this all around. People won't have much of a frown when we can turn this all around and bring in more staff. Ooh, and imagine having like a wellness coordinator here who would be able to be really focused on like, let's go ahead and let's discuss how everyone's feeling. I hope you're all doing well. Like Gardener Marshmidge, look at you. You're already here at what is going to be, yay, an entertainment boost for having looked at that little nigiri fish. So we'll go ahead and add that to the spa point 3. But if you already have happy thoughts, we're gonna add a new zone and we're gonna have our electrolyte spa. I just remembered the name and now I find myself smiling with joy again. So, electrolyte spa, excellent. And let's assign some staff. We're going to have our very happy thought Gardener Marshmidge there. And we're going to have, I don't think we need an assistant over there just yet. Ah, the Robo Charger 2 is on fire. I see. Well, Firefighter Vercampia, we're gonna send you over to the electrolyte spa because it seems that we have other people working on everything else. Little Toaster is assigned to the Space Garden. Sprocket, you're gonna be assigned to the electrolyte spa as well. And for security, we're gonna have, let's see, Desert Owl, Nature of Gaming. Robot Overlords is your current mood. You seem like you might need to take some deep breaths and relax, so I'm good. Okay, that's on fire. All right. I think we might need to invest in anti-fire attempts. Where are my firefighters again? You know. Okay, and now the bogeymen want to climb out of our toilets. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love how beautifully diverse life is. See, we're already practicing our happy thoughts as we really try to look within ourselves. I think that some of our robots are going haywire while we're here. That's fine. We here at the Electrolyte Spa are dedicated to helping you find inner peace. And the thing is, to get inner peace, you need to grind a little bit of experience points by having chaos first. And after you work your way through that chaos, that's where you'll find said inner peace after all. So yeah, this is kind of amazing. All right, All right, so now that that bit of chaos is done, and now that we have a cheeky scientist telling us, oh yeah, you should probably think about, going ahead and actually actually taking care of all of the chaos, we have our Robo Security Guard number 1. I'm trying to think about what we would name this one, and I'm just thinking about like car sirens and like boop, boop. Okay, boop, boop. That's an amazing name for this security guard. Are you fixing the haywire robots by chance? Or what else can you do? Donation collection, yes, criminal pursuit and security chair. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I'm not sure if you're actually haywire yourself. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that little like wiggling of the finger. And I'm not sure where our other robots have gone, because we did have a robot I was trying to keep over here. But we are gonna need to make some charging stations if we want our new little security robot. I'm actually really happy that we have him. I don't know why the security ones make me so happy, but possibly it's because somebody being able to halt the chaos of the robots going haywire sounds like a really beautiful idea to me right now. Just really gorgeous. And to be fair, no, Firefighter over Campia, we're actually gonna keep you right there. And then do I have any, let's have Lost and Finder, Tinker, Tyrant, we'll send you out too, I think. And then if you guys don't mind, like, maybe grabbing some of those surplus supplies, that would be really awesome. We have more donations that could be collected. And I'm trying to think what we might want to put down in our new lab and how we want to work with our robo security officers. I think we need more exhibits, more baseline materials, and a little bit more tranquility. And the sea is kind of making me think about tranquility. So let's use the last little bit of our buckaroos to go ahead, and we're gonna send out Cave Carrot, Botanist Carrot, and Beach Watcher Goose Bucket again, because they happen to be quite the talented crew, to go on a speedy trip to go get more eyeball bushes with the last bit of some of the eyeball bush fund that we have. Also, I would really prefer if the Boggeymen weren't targeting us right now, but everything is going so absolutely like haywire. Everything is going so absolutely haywire that I think we're just gonna have to allow everyone to work it out. Firefighter for Campia, however, is able to at least put this fire out. Excellent. All right, so the spa is gonna need to be bigger. I can tell that just immediately. So we're going to not waste any time. We're gonna spend a ton of money expanding. And there's going to be a plot that we can actually get over here, and over here. We can actually afford, because we've unlocked a ton of the different plots around us. I'm tempted to go ahead and expand a little bit, just so that maybe we have more room for potentially more aquariums, which sounds like a cool thing for the spa. And also like a cool thing because the fish have babies, and the baby fish are sometimes worth quite a bit, which is really wonderful. Thank you, little water dragon den. And then maybe our water dragon den could get bigger. We could move it to a different location. Maybe just have a really, really beautiful, pristine fish, or a even like a nice ghost. Like that artist ghost. Okay. Oh no. Oh dear. All right. Nigiri fish, help us. You're our only hope of not going bankrupt, but look at them. I'm so proud of them. They knew what we needed and they made the babies. Huzzah! Huzzah! That actually helped out quite a bit. We have the surplus supplies having arrived to bring in those whirly cogs. Hopefully we'll have some eyeball bushes soon. I bet if we didn't have to walk down like absolute bunny honkers to go ahead and reach the helicopter, we'd be able to get those in faster too. And for our workstation, we do need to get more robo chargers and probably more mod stops if we want to have them down by where the new robots are, but I also need the beautification beams put back in because like our other beautification beam kind of blew up on us. That wasn't exactly what we were hoping for, but it's just the way things worked out. I kind of want whoever is closest to, fingers crossed, this is the crew closest to the helicopter already. We'll send them out to get more whirly cogs. And if we are running a marketing campaign? Yes, but it's not quite dedicated to anything specific. Do we want to attract anyone specific? Professor guest to talk about our botany, our prehistory. Our prehistory is getting kind of cool, but I don't think now is the time to bring up a lot of buzz about whatever we're doing here that's still pretty chaotic. But all right, guys, I'm feeling really optimistic, surprisingly enough, about where this all might go. We need to display some more science buzz. We need to unlock another point of interest. I'm thinking of having a hotel with some ghost down here, so it can be like a ghost town in the desert where people can go and see ghosts, and they can also go ahead and see some of the ancient contraptions, maybe a bit of a library. We've got more whirly cogs now so that we can go ahead and build up more spots for our robots. And after fighting their way through the tropical storm that did indeed make it take longer than planned. There we go. Another pristine Pika Lily. I know we've had so many Pika Lily plants. Yes, we're gonna have a few more for now because that's why. Because I was waiting to know when we had to use them to dig our way out of a deep problem, and that was exactly the moment. So we'll sell both of those because we're gonna hopefully have the beautification machine on the way soon. And I think we're gonna go ahead and until I can turn things around, so that all of the wonderful, joyful moments of life can be found, we're gonna go ahead and continue growing our eyeball bush empire. Oh dear, and I do need to have a botanist who can maybe like keep this other eyeball bush alive. Oh good, there's our beautification beam. Oh, I think that's the first level 3 beautification beam that we've made. All right, where? Gardner Marshmidge is on a break, but okay, and you're also down here now. Can you temporarily take care of this plant and then like work your way back down? I'm so sorry to like throw you halfway across the entire area. Here, maybe if I return you, that would be nice, yes. And you also need to use the restroom. I have not provided you with a restroom yet. How about we'll go ahead. Oh, and the new water dragon. Oh, thank goodness, and the new zapper. Thank you so much. All right, maybe if we leave a couple, more than 2 zappers, we up the odds of having more zappers born. That's gonna be an experiment for over there. And our experiment for over here, the reef relief toilets, which we have built under other circumstances and now can provide to our staff in what I'm realizing, the electrolyte spa needs to have its zone expanded. Literally, it's just missing the toilets. That would suck so bad if you were so close and yet so far to having a sense of relief, because literally your work allowed zone ends right in front of the toilet. You can get in the bathroom, you can use the sink, but you can't go any further. That's just cruel and unusual. Kind of like having to be surrounded by endless bushes full. Just, yeah, when they start bringing back epic quality instead of pristine, that's when you know that you've kind of pushed your staff a little far. Phew, okay, so, oh, there goes our DNA designer again, but thankfully we happen to have a staff member assigned to putting that out, right? Putting that fire out, right? Okay, if our firefighters are not assigned to specific areas, apparently they just will not take care of those areas. Ah. You know? A little concerned about that. Little concerned. We'll take care of it. Somehow. But I think we can turn things around and maybe make things really beautiful with the beautification machine and not a terrifying, empty, dead mall again. This is like when I got my ears pierced. Oh, you're kidding me. I'll see you guys next time.